Melanie Cheong. Under Pathways, Visionary Communications, Level 5, reflect on your path. This is a 10 to 12 minute maximum time. Titled The Pendulum. Melanie would take us through the greatest hits and misses of her last path. She aims to be under time so she can laugh at more improv. Timer Sue, green on 8, yellow on 9, and red on 10 with a big heart. If Melanie doesn't get to green, let's hear about the swinging pendulum.
Warning, today's speech is not funny. Please help Melanie be funnier. It's the Not So Late Visionary Communication Review Show with your host, Melanie. Tonight, our guests are 3 growth areas. Our first guest, funniness. Remember my icebreaker? African, Australian, alien? Oh, don't worry, neither do I. Except for the, I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien. Now, remember my last speech? Birth dates? Well, don't worry, neither do I. Except the feeling of support and happiness from my kind round robin and PE feedback hints. It's only taken 2 years from feeling totally unfunny to feeling sometimes funny with a chance of giggles. Lesson, iron sharpens iron. Or should that be funny iron sharpens funny iron? Keep swinging on those speeches and they'll get better and worse, better and worse, better and worse. Remember the humorous speech competition last year? My award-winning speech, The Test, Traumatic or Triumphant, came 3rd out of 3. A story of pure embarrassment about Australia's poo kit test. Then, someone with a sense of humor made me keep doing it, representing my other club and speaking around the US and Australia clubs. It actually won an area contest and a California club open mic. Lesson, keep swinging until your funny balls hit other funny balls to create connection and momentum. Our second guest is leadiness. I'm allowed to make up words to rhyme. I'm not as good as Stan. And in early last year, I'm in a club of 4 members. And you know what that means? In March, I may be leaving this club. March this year, we've solved that small club problem of 4, but you're supposed to have 3 compulsory execs, and we lose the 3rd one. What does that mean? I may be leaving this club in March because there's no dual membership. But as you know, I'm still here after growing that club with my first speechcraft, major events, and mega PR, with a Facebook boost reaching 63,000 people. Funny thing, 63,000 doesn't translate to even 1,000 visitors. And funny, with regular PR, we got 26 visitors at our last meeting. And we also got comments like, we've been the best 2 hours, the best online club, the funnest club. I'll take that. And this year, I have 3 full-time exec roles and 4 control freak exec roles for an overlord tiger mom. The lesson, you can lead a horse to water, but they'll get distracted from drinking. But it's okay. Cut everyone and me some slack. And keep swinging with Let it go, let it go. To Untiger and Unmom. In middle of last year, I'm elected to my first exec role with the Taylor Swifts of the funny leading world, called Francine, Linda, Marjane, Sue, Cokie, and Tom. The Taylor Swifts of the funny leading world. I overcompensate by working hard. Interest surveys, quarterly newsletters, who wants to be a millionaire membership campaigns with Cokie's big bucks. And what do we get? 4 new members. Only 4! Find your funny members. Give me my best 360 feedback I ever received. So many points that I've been doing well, and some recommendations for improvement. We changed the dual membership requirement, and we retain over 20 in both periods. Lesson: keep swinging with new ideas, and you'll get some unexpected highs and inexplicable lows. A real conundrum for this over-analyst. Our final guest on the show is me-ness. Not meanness, me-ness. Another made-up word. Can you tell from the last years that I like variety? Before visionary communication, I visit clubs for fun. During visionary communication, I've gotten twice the District 84 Club Ambassador Award, and I've now visited over 400 clubs in all districts and most countries. Before visionary communication, I helped at my own district TLI's contests, and I had one funny buddy who happens to be here today. I've been an Odyssey mentor, mentee, and networker. But during visionary communication, I helped at my own district's hybrid and online contests as a speaker, the Toastmaster and the MC. And I used the themes for the evaluation contest. Remember CSI, the Confident Speaker Investigation? I also take the table topics contest. And do you know the TV show MAFS, Married at First Sight? I changed it to QAFS, Question at First Sight. I earned the District 84 League of Volunteers Level 2 award, and Sponge Melanie Squarepants goes to many more contests, TLIs, and conferences. She has multiple funny buddies, and I won't pick a favorite child. Odyssey mentees from Netherlands, Poland, Russia, UK, US, China, and 2 incredible mentors. Before visionary communication, I'm a mouse. I'm too afraid. During visionary communication, I enter a random club's webinar contest and open mic. I publish district newsletter articles. I record a podcast series, and I'm even a podcast guest. Before visionary communication, I am trying to be perfect. During visionary communication, I'm forgetful, fallible, and imperfect. I let it go, let it go. Lesson: keep swinging with authenticity to hit your own mark. So during visionary communication, I got into the swing with my funniness, leadiness, and meanness. The momentum and marks will continue into my next path. Can you keep swinging to the point of reflection to see the highs and not only the stagnating low? Back to you, Mr. MC.
Yes. Chris just needed to see Melanie, because yes, we do have show writers in here as well. Melanie's a wordsmith. Love it. Well, let's have a little support from our facilitator of evaluations, Marjane. There you
All
are.
right. Let's bring up Kennedy, Peter, followed by Stephanie. Kennedy, do you have some feedback for Melanie? Kennedy, are you there? You're muted. If you're trying to speak, you're muted. All right. All right. Let's move on to Peter then.
I'm already doing the written evaluation.
All right. All right. Stephanie.
Melanie, I'm just mesmerized with all of the I can barely express it. All of the movies, all of the shows that you know, and where did she make all of these references? How did she do it? And I'm trying to remember them, and I should be listening more to the whole speech. But whenever I hear one of those references to a program, it's like, I know them, or I heard SpongeBob. I wanted him for president. Thank you so much, Melanie.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie. Let's see. Chris, did you want to? I saw you put a comment in the chat. If you want to chime in any more on that. And if not, that's great. Or maybe did we lose him? All right. How about Stan and Sue? Stan, you're muted. There we go.
Melanie, I really liked your gestures that kind of added a unity to it about the swinging balls of the pendulum. And I thought that gave a good thread that you were connecting everything with. And that was one of the key things that was standing out. I'm afraid I don't have more at this point.
Okay, Sue.
Melanie, this is one of my least favorite speeches to give, but you did a great job. Because you didn't get up there and went, I did this speech, a litany. So thank you. I really never thought of doing it this direction. So that's all three Melanies that came and spoke today. Thank you.
All right. And I will turn this back to Tom.